Okay, today I'm going to show you how to use one of the most popular presentation tools, which is Microsoft PowerPoint. When you click your Start menu and you start PowerPoint up, this is the first screen you're going to see. This is exactly what it looks like. This is called your title slide. And up here, these are called your tabs. And so you can click on them and it takes you to the different things within PowerPoint, different items within PowerPoint. Okay, but one thing I noticed when I look at this, it's white, it's plain. This is not the way I want it to look. So in order to make it a little bit more exciting, a little bit more interesting, I am going to click on Design, and then I am going to look up here, and you see all these designs. Well, that's not it. There's so much more. If I click that bottom button, I'm going to be able to pull up all of these designs. Now this design I actually like, and I'm going to leave that as my design. If I don't like the colors, I can always change the colors. I think these are very nice colors, and I'll stay with them, but I just want to show you. If I go across the colors after clicking that color button, I can choose any color I want, but I'm going to leave it just the way that it is. Same thing with the font. I can roll over the top, and as you see, when I do that, it kind of changes the font. But I'm going to leave it the way that it is because I actually like that. I like to always go back to the Home tab. Okay, every time I click on a different tab, I always go back to the Home tab just because it's exactly where everything is. Most of the things I'm going to use, such as making a new slide or using different fonts or how I want to align my words. So I can, again, this is my title slide. This is how my title is going to look. So I'm going to click over here, and I'm going to, my title of my slide is going to be how to create a PowerPoint. Okay, and the subtitle, you just saw me click on that. The subtitle is, that's where I'm going to put my name, because I want to know whose work I'm grading. So if you turned it in without any name, I'm not going to know who did the work. So you need to make sure your name is on there. This is how I want it. Other teachers may want it in a different way, but this is how I like it. And I'm going to click up here, and this is how your words are going to be aligned. They can be on the left, the middle, or the right. And we're going to choose in the middle. That's how I just think that looks good. Now if you leave it on the left, I'm not going to take off for it. This is fine. Alright, so now my title slide is done, and now I need to create a new slide. So what I'm going to do is I clicked new slide, and that brought this new slide up. This is what it looks like. I want you guys to pretty much stay with this particular layout, but should you want to change layouts, you can always go up here and you can change it. Now you don't want to go back to title slide because I think that would be too confusing, and we want this to look good. We're going to spend our time creating it, so we want things to look nice. You can choose this one, which is the one that's up here, and I just think it's really nice because you can put your text, you can put images, clip art, graphs, whatever. You can put it there, and I just think this gives you enough space to be able to do it. Or you could probably use this one. This would be really nice. This would be okay if maybe you had a picture and you wanted to, or this one, picture or graph, and you wanted to add a caption to describe what that picture or that graph or content has. Content, you could also say it's graphs, it could be a calendar, it could be different things. But so you could do that with either one of these, or this one, or this one. I would say the rest of them let's not use because I think that you guys might find it a little bit more difficult. So let's just keep it as this one. And so I'm going to just title this one New Slide. Okay. Now when I click down here, it takes me down to a new part of the slide, and this is where I can type in text. I can insert images. I can insert clip art. I can put in graphs. I can do anything. Now one thing you want to know when you're creating a PowerPoint is don't put too many words on the page. Don't put whole sentences, because when the whole point of a PowerPoint is you're standing in front of people, and this is what you're going to use. Instead of making a poster, you're going to use this as your poster. So you don't want to put whole sentences, because you're going to sit there and you're going to tell people. If they could simply, if you just put sentences, they could just read what you're writing, and there would be no point of your presentation. And that's not the point of having a presentation tool. You want to be able to speak. And so the whole point of this is just to put highlights of what you're going to talk about. So I could have very easily put, you're going to write text on the slide, but no, I just put text because I told you what you were going to put on the slide. Okay, so now once you've got your text already in there, you can, every slide should have something that's visually appealing, such as a picture, an image, a clip art, graphs, something. So you go up here and you click in, you go to the Insert tab, and then you can click here and you can actually pull a picture from your file. But when you're at school, you don't have any pictures from your file. You will be able to click search for clip art. You'll be able to find clip art. So I'm going to choose a sunshine. So I'm going to choose this one, and I can just simply reduce the size by pulling at the corner. If I pulled from the side, it would make it too wide and not nice looking. It doesn't keep it proportional. If I pulled from up here, it makes it too tall or too like squished. So we're going to just leave it like that, and we're going to pull from the corner. That's the best way to do it. So I can decide where I want it to go. And when I click up here, you see the little arrows? That I can move it around, and I'm moving it around. I'm not adjusting the size, I'm just moving it around to wherever I think it would look nice. And I think it looks nice right there. Now, perfectly happy with this slide. So now I'm going to click on back to the Home tab, and I'm going to click New Slide again, and I'm going to add another slide. So another slide, and I can add some more text. And I can put another clip art in there if I want. Oh, look, it's so big, so now I'm going to reduce the size. And there we go. Now, I should have more text because I don't think that looks as nice, not having more text. But I want to finish this. I think you guys get the idea of what you need to do. And now, when you have slides, you need to also make them so that they're really interesting to the viewer. To see the slides come in when you're doing your slideshow presentation. So I'm going to click Transitions, and when I click Transitions, I can either decide just to have it come in so that I can just, they just come in one by one. They don't have anything really visually interesting, but I think it's nice if you can do something to the slides to make them a little bit more interesting as they come onto the screen. So I'm going to click this, and I really like this one. Again, if I don't like any of those, I can go down and I can click any of these other ones, but you have to be careful because you don't want it to take away from your presentation. Now, I found this one and I really like this one. I want to keep it the same way for all of my slides. But now if I didn't, I could choose a different transition for each one of my slides. And you'll see what I'm talking about in just a minute. But I'm going to click here to apply to all the slides. So now all my slides have that same fade in, which I really like. Alright, now the next thing I need to do is I need to worry about the animations. How are the words going to come on to the slide? So I'm going to click this. You have to click on the words. Okay, now I get to choose how these words come onto the slide. So again, there are many different choices. You can choose different things, but you want it to make sure that it's visually appealing and it's not going to take away from your presentation. You don't want the viewer to be distracted by, your animations. You don't want them to go, oh my gosh, what are they going to do next? You want them to be interested in what you're saying. So I'm just going to choose some very simple ones. And that's how that's going to come in. Now, one thing you need to know is you need to make sure that you click on each part. So that was the title. Now this is where the subtitle is, where my name is. Now I'm going to decide how I want this to come in. And I think I'm just going to choose something, again, simple. I'm going to choose that for my name because I think that would be fun. Okay, you didn't really get to see that, but you'll see it when we do the slide. Okay, again, new slide. Now I'm going to decide, I think that's how I want that. And then for this part, I'm going to just have them wheel in. But you know what? I don't like that because I think that comes in a little too slow. So I'm going to choose this one where they just kind of fly in. I do like that one really well. And I can even do the same for the picture. I can do this. I think I'm going to do the wheel for that. I think that would be nice. Now I'm going to click this, my third slide, and I'm going to do the same thing for it. And I'm just going to have it float in, and then this one, I'm going to have it just appear. And now my picture, I'm going to, hell, that didn't do much, now did it? That's the thing with these. It's really a lot of fun, and you get to decide what you're going to do. Okay, that looks like the cow's flying. It's fun. I'm going to use it. I don't think it would detract. Alright, now that I'm all done, I want to see what this looks like. So, I'm sorry, I clicked the wrong thing. I'm going to click slideshow, and I'm going to have it show me from the beginning. And to get things to come in, you just click the, okay, that's how my slide, that was that transition, how the slides come in. This is the animation, how the words are coming up, and that's how the picture comes in, and there we go. Alright, so now we're all done with that. Now I'm going to hit escape, and that will take me back out to that. Now I'm very pleased with my slide. If I wasn't pleased with something, I could always go back and change it, but I'm happy. And now make sure that you save your work by clicking save. Go to file and click save, and then that's the title of my PowerPoint, so that works. And now I'm going to click save, and there we go. I'm all done with my first PowerPoint.